Even to this day, it blows my mind how anytime I bring up a story that has to do with a woman who happens to be black, the response that I get in some cases from a very specific group of individuals is, why do you hate black women? Or why are you berating black women? Why are you attacking? That's one. Why are you attacking black women? And I know I'm not unique in this one, right? It's like anytime a conversation comes up that has to do with black women in any respect. I'm not talking about like the red pill conversations that are black women are this, black women that. No, no, no. I'm talking about I bring up a story about Beyonce and I have a critique about Beyonce. Now, I'm not talking about the beehive here. I'm just talking about people who really couldn't even care less about her, yet what they see is black woman. It's a very strange parasocial relationship that is had with just the idea of black womanness, I guess you would say. And so I want to address this question. Do I hate black women? Because I am okay with correcting, with holding accountable, with speaking truth as opposed to kind of, coddling or hiding or pretending that something doesn't exist simply because somebody in a story may actually be a woman who happens to be quote unquote black. Do I hate black women because I am willing to go there? And the answer is really simple. It's unfortunate I even have to make a video like this, but then again, here we are. Do I hate black women? No, I actually don't. And it's not because my mama is black, right? That has nothing to do with why I do or do not hate somebody. Now, do I have hate for anybody? Genuinely, I have hate more so for the ways that certain individuals act. So I have a disdain for the Democratic plantation. I really do. Being a California native, I have a disdain for the likes of a Gavin Newsom, an individual who is so deeply corrupted as a politician. They will literally see their city burn. They will watch their nation burn so long as they can rule over the ashes. That's not a unique quote. It's just one of my favorites, right? A terrible man or evil man will literally see their nation burn just so they can rule over the ashes. Those type of people I have a disdain for. I have a disdain for people who push the message of you have no control within your own life. I have a disdain. I have a hatred for that. I do. A righteous indignation when it comes to race hustlers, for example. Gender hustlers, I guess you could say. All individuals who speak to powerlessness within you, because I hold the belief that we have the power to change the outcomes of our lives based upon the thoughts that we engage in and the actions that we take. I believe that the most disabling belief system is that life is happening to me as opposed to I have personal agency and I can actually do something to change my condition and circumstances, right? That keeps more people stuck than anything else. And so in more cases than not, it happens to be wrapped up in statements such as, oh, it's racism. Racism is stopping me. Sexism is stopping me. And this is a unique blend when it comes to being a black woman, right? There's the two quote unquote intersectionalities of like womanhood and blackness, as they would say in the far left progressive circles. And so when I speak to these things, it's actually because I give a damn, right? Now, I was an addict for basically all of my teens, from the age around 14 to 19. And after the fact, I saw three of my best friends, the dudes who I started in that lifestyle with, lose their lives over ODs. During the time of my addiction, I came to realize this. The people who loved me were the ones who were trying to pull me away from my toxic behavior. The people who did not care for me were the ones who were egging me on, the ones who were coddling me, the ones who were making it okay, right? The enablers were the ones who did not give a damn about me. They could see me destroy myself and it was okay so long as I was there doing it with them. That type of energy. And so at that time, I came to realize that if somebody loves you, they're going to speak truth to a situation in your life. Like if you got that grandmother or that parent or, brother, sister who is willing to give you quote unquote tough love, which is really just love to begin with, is like, you're messing up right now. These things that you're doing are not helping you get the thing that you want. And that's what I speak to when I say, look, black women in this specific sector of the world, in this specific cultural norms, they have been programmed to not get the very thing that they yearn for, which is a healthy, functional relationship, which is to have a husband, which is to have, children in one home. They have been programmed to be single. They have been programmed to be quote unquote independent as opposed to interdependent. They have been programmed and conditioned into having this animosity towards the opposite sex, a level of self-hatred that then reflects outward. And so knowing these things, I can speak to that conditioning and say, look, these are the things that you likely were raised around, the things that were normalized to you as a so-called culture. And this is how you can break out of those things. And that is sometimes perceived as, oh, you are attacking the black woman. No. Me attacking is me saying you ain't nothing. You ain't never gonna be nothing. You can't do nothing. You're dumb. You're stupid. You're this. Now, if I speak to somebody, let's say a caricature like a Sexy Red, and I point out the problems, it's incredible how somebody can take offense on somebody else's behalf. Like if somebody said, oh, black men are dumb or something like that, right? If somebody said that, I would take zero offense. Like literally, I would take no offense because I know they're not talking to me. As the old saying goes, if the shoe fits, wear it, right? The shoe ain't fitting. That's a size 5 shoe right there. I can barely get a damn toe in. Okay, that's not my pair of shoes to wear. But yet, for some reason, there's this association. It's like, they're not talking about you. We're not talking about you. If somebody is calling out dysfunctional behavior, unless you're dysfunctional yourself, so maybe that's the conversation to be had. Maybe you see yourself in Sexy Red, which is unfortunate because you shouldn't, right? It's like me. I don't see a Pooh Shiesty in me. Just because we probably have the exact same complexion or something, I don't see Pooh Shiesty. I don't see a future. I don't. I see a future for me, but not future, Future Hendrix, astronauts. I don't see him in me. I don't have any level of relationship with that level of consciousness, with that way of moving through life. Now, he chooses how he lives just like the rest of them do, but that doesn't mean that I am that we are the same. We really are not. We have very different value systems, very different cultural norms. And when I speak of culture, I'm meaning customs. I mean ways of being. And there's a separation. There's a divide. Again, no group of people, let alone black folk, are a monolith. So even as black women, there are multitudes of black women who follow my page. And it's like, they're like, yes, finally somebody is saying these things because they're not of that culture. They're not of that mold. They're not of that, what they call it. They're not of that yoke, right? They're not the same as that energy. They're not the same as that mentality and that way of moving through life. If I speak of a 304 or a streetwalker, if that's not you, then it should not resonate with you. So it shouldn't be a problem, right? Again, if you're taking offense off of things, it usually means that there's a level of resonance. Whenever I'm offended, I look at the offense, I look at the trigger, and I say, what is this saying about me? Why am I triggered about this? Oh, it's because I actually believe this about myself. Okay. Every time you take offense to something and it sticks with you is because there's a level of belief that you are actually that thing that is being pointed out. That's how offense works. That's how you have the ability to take the offense. There's a personalizing of it. Somebody's walking through the street and goes, hey, idiot, right? You probably won't turn around. Or maybe you do and you get pissed off because you resonate with that, like you resonate with the call out. I'm not turning around. They're obviously not talking to me. I know that for a fact they're not talking to me. And if they are directed to me, I'll laugh them off. Oh, okay. This person's off their rocker. But if I had an innate belief that I'm dumb, I'm not that smart, I really am an idiot. Maybe I heard I'm an idiot all throughout my life as a kid, whatever it is. And so I have a resonance with that word, then I would buy into it. And so again, when there is any criticism, right, towards a specific person or a specific group within a group, if the shoe does not fit, do not wear it. Don't even try it on. It's not for you. If somebody's saying, oh, look at this dysfunctional ratchet behavior. Oh, but you just attacking black women. But the black woman, whoa, 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 whoa. Even if somebody used the word black woman, I would still say to myself, okay, but does that portray me? No. Y'all used to listen to rap music and hear these dudes, still do. A lot of folks still listen to this and are okay with it. Chris Rock was saying back in the day, like, y'all let rappers call you B's and H's and all sorts of things in these songs. And y'all able to discern, oh, that's not me he's talking about. Right. But as soon as it's, the dude in the club calls you that very same word, dude's getting slapped up. So again, I take that mentality with everything that I do. And that's really my overall message, to say, no, that's not me or even somebody else hating black women. The person who genuinely hates black women, like genuine hate, is usually not even going to talk about you. Like they disregard you. A person who does not care disregards. Like the moment I stop caring in a relationship, whatever context that relationship is, I have no contact. I have no communication. I say nothing. I don't care to help. I don't care to speak truth. I don't care to do nothing. I'm over it. I'm done. I've walked away. I have washed my hands of a situation, and that's all there is to it. If I care, I'm still going to try, even sometimes, maybe to a point of nauseum or desperation, but it's like, I'm pleading with you. I'm wanting to get you there. Before I saw my homeboys pass away, one after the next, I was pleading with them. I was sending, inspiration all the time. I was checking in. And eventually it's just like, I can't do nothing. And I had to just separate myself. As soon as I separate myself and I'm no longer paying it attention, I am indifferent. I no longer care. Indifference is a close cousin to genuine disdain and hatred, right? I just want nothing to do with it. It's out of sight, out of mind. And if I do see it, then, I'm going to be saying a whole lot of different things. I'm not going to be looking to correct it. I tell you that I will not be looking to correct it. I won't be looking to give it no damn, insight or nothing like that. I'll be cussing it out so it gets out of my peripheral, gets out of my view sight, so I can, go about my hateful ways. But that's not me. I don't have that. I only have that for ideologies. And these ideologies like this far left, quote unquote, progressive, woke, neo-Marxist, socialism, I have a disdain for that because I've seen the detriment. I've seen the damage that it has done. I see the perpetual damage that is continuing to be done by that ideology. And people who subscribe to it, I disdain that because that is being given over to evil. I disdain corruption. I disdain the lies. Sometimes I buy into a lie and I feel angry that I bought into a lie and that I was preaching a lie, that I was speaking a lie. I do. I feel a righteous indignation about these things, as should anybody else. But to hate black women, come on. If I hate you, you're going to know because I look right through you and you never get mentioned. So yeah, if you want to still take offense to things, like you can't really help that. Some people are just going to be offended because they are offended. Like some people go through life to be offended, I used to be one of those people. It's like, oh, your tone is off, your this is off, your that is off, and I feel some type of way. At this point in my life, I don't even have the time. I don't have the attention span for it. Like I'm too given over to what I'm doing. Oh, you what? You said, well, oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't even notice that. Oh, well.
I used to be afraid of the dark, a place unknown like a hardening heart. I used to see my life in the bar. Now the kids unchained, every shackle is lost. 2 steps in the moonlight, 2 step in the daytime. You just know when it feel right. You got a feeling the time's not. See you through those shades that I just threw on. Through my lenses, you just can't do no wrong. I fell in love with myself again. I fell in love with myself. I fell in love with the sunshine. I fell in love with the light. I fell in love with the full moon. I fell in love with the night. I can see the light again. I can see the light. You can see the life in him illuminate the night. I know the time is taking. A 365, that's a full rotation. I see you looking up, you know them constellations. Constantly gazing like house of praises, you get to praising. They see your light shine, that's why they so frustrated. Even the sofa in Nova Scotia will win the bagels. I couldn't get them ease on the grease, why they burning up? Money growing trees, feel a breeze, still you showing love. I can dig your energy. Even in the dark, I know you got that inner peace. You can fill a cup again, your limit is infinity. You manifest a life with all the fixings and amenities. This is more or less a house sitting. A sitting on a house like Snoopy. A teacher, no dog, new tricks, that's bliss. Cause there ain't no Charlie Browns in this vicinity. I fell in love with the sunshine. I fell in love with the light. Fell in love with the full moon. I fell in love with the night. I can see